Hey there, YouTube. This is Evil Joe with Team EDM coming to you with, I guess, a recap of today's digital tournament. I participated in the one run by Core TCG. I'm recording this on Saturday, in case I don't get up tonight. But I participated in the Saturday Core TCG digital event. Went technically 3-3-1, and got 56th place, but that's out of 149 people, I think. But that's gonna be really misleading, because I did not do that well. Um, I got a couple of free wins from opponents not showing up. So that was two of my um, victories right there. Um, Overall, I did really bad. Uh, Over the course of the entire event, since we're not going to count the two where the opponents didn't show up, I won a total of 3 games. Not matches, games. Yeah, it was bad. So I'm going to show you the deck profile because why the hell not? I had a lot of fun. I played the entire event even though I was very much out of it early, just to kind of get that experience and kind of learn and figure out how to kind of improve as things go along. It wasn't just the deck. I also made a lot of mistakes, um, but the deck I don't think helped. There were some cards I either didn't bother ordering because I didn't just want to pay the prices that are right there, or the ones that there was one where I did order it, and because I found a halfway decent price for it, and it just didn't come in on time, which is understandable with USPS. Even if I had gotten that card, it would change a few things about this deck, and I'll kind of go into that too. But overall, it wouldn't have been better, I learned, um, and may have in fact been worse. So let's go into this. So, first, we've got our babies of 3 Pagumon, 2 Yaman. If I were to do, I didn't order anything of this. This is all stuff I pulled. If I were to do this again, I'd only run the 1 Pagumon. I don't really care about the mill. I get enough things in the graveyard. And I would just run 4 Yaman. I don't have 4 Yaman. So, this is something I would get 2 more copies of. Because the extra 1,000 could be helpful. We got 4 Tapermon. This was a good card. We have 4 Gabumon. This is a good card. 4 Itmon. This is a very mediocre card. It's not good. The only thing that makes this good is the fact that you can quickly digivolve this thing up into Beelzemon. The only thing good. And then I ran 2 Demi Devilmons. I ran these because of the card I didn't get in. The card I was trying to get in was a second Millennium Mon. So when that didn't come in, I had to replace it, so I put in that. And then one of the cards that I was running because of its easiness to go into Millennium Mon was Machine Mon. So I cut the Machine Mon for another Demi Devil. Next we have 4 Devilmon. This card is amazing. This thing's gonna force out blockers. It's gonna force out if they attack with some their big thing. You can just swing into that and kill it. And you can even digivolve off of this to draw the card and still get the effect. So you're still kind of a good spot. They have. I kind of learned um, to not go too in on digivolving this thing up. Get this thing up to this stage, and then if need be, you can go up to an ultimate. The thing about putting this up to ultimate is it doesn't get killed by blockers at that point. Because if you leave it at this stage, it gets you swing into something, they can just block her. And yeah, you get rid of the blocker, but if you make this an ultimate, you can swing in with it, kill the blocker, and then you still have it for later on when you want to kill the thing that you're actually trying to kill. 4 Vilemon, its blocker. 3 Raremon. I every round that I played. So of the 7 rounds, there were 7 rounds. Um, 2 of them my opponent didn't show up. So the 5 rounds I played this from hand with the on-play effect once every round. Never hit an option. Just milled 3 cards. 4 Pumpkinmon, just a good thing for uh, digivolving up from. It's relatively cheap, only costing 6 and then 3 on Digivolution. And the inherited effect's pretty good. So yeah. 3 Burgerumon. I never got off the inherited effect. It's more expensive than this because it costs 7 instead of 6. This inherited effect's better. 3 Chimeramon. This thing was pretty useful. I won't run more than 3 because I think a lot of times it is kind of dead. But this thing does come in handy because of this is one thing that can get rid of higher level Digimon in the deck. So yeah. And 2 Venomiotismon. This thing's crazy. It's 12k, which is nice. It's security attack +1, which is nice. Digivolution isn't that expensive. It's about the same as most of your other megas. So that's perfectly fine. 2 Pokemon. Yeah, it's a card. Lilithmon. It it's good. But yeah. Piedmon, you just get that out here. Um, and then I played 1 Volcanic Dramon. This card's just insane. Like, everybody is playing this card, and even if you're not playing against Rookie Rush, because the main point of this is for Rookie Rush, and that's why you really had to main this for this event, was Volcanic Dramon, and everybody was, as far as I could tell. It's good against non-Rookie Rush, too, because a lot of plays start at the lower level, and even a lot of champions with lower attack points and stuff like that. So this thing can just kind of clear a path. And 1 Millenniummon, I want to, but this deck needs to for the consistently being able to get this thing off. If you do get off, it's good. I mean, just putting something on the bottom of the deck is amazing. Getting rid of the entire evolution line, it's all pretty good. 2 Mats, 2 Trump Sword, 2 Heat Viper, and 1 Back Revenge. Trump Sword was another card where I just didn't. I was looking online at some prices and they were all ridiculous, and so I'm just gonna wait till January to get another Trump Sword. Let's go into what all would change. First, this becomes another Trump Sword. Just straight up, this becomes another Trump Sword. Um, this card's useless. Whenever it was in my hand, it was just like Yeah, that's a card. Um, yeah, it's a card technically. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Um, so this should be another Trump Sword. Trump Sword isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Because it's actually amazing how easy it is to kind of play around this, but it's still an important card. It's another form of removal. It's a little expensive, but that's fine. It kills basically anything of any level, so that's nice. Matt, another card that I didn't really look into getting, I was thinking to would probably be enough. Um, so I didn't really look into the possibility of ordering a third. That was a mistake. This thing needs to be a 3. You just have to see this. You need that boost up into the in the memory. You just really need that boost up in the memory. Also, cycling cards out of your trash is really nice. So this thing needs to be at 3. We'll go into later of what we're going to cut for that. So let's talk about Ipmon, Devilmon, and Beelzemon. I would not run this lineup again. Ever, 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 ever. Oh, let's get this out of the way. In this deck, not running Piedmon again. No. Get that shit out of here. Useless. Card is absolutely fucking useless. There's a better card, and we'll go into that. So, yeah. I would not run this lineup ever again. I might. I would never run 2 Beelzemon. The card just isn't good enough. If it was able to kill bigger things, maybe. But only kills champions or lower. The only really good thing about that is the quick access like that. Um, so, but overall, even if I didn't have that, sometimes I'd make it off of a 6, or off of a 5, sorry, and then I pop something, and that was nice. The occasional pop was nice, but it's not worth dedicating 6 spots in the deck for. So yeah. That said, before this, I was gonna run just 12 rookies, and I realized how just during this event, I realized how big of a mistake that would have been. I really kind of discredited how important first turn rookie is. It's incredibly important. So you need to have it. So I actually would stick with 14 rookies. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to cut a Beelzemon, have just one of it, cut two of the Emmons, and run for Devilmons. So Devilmon, I think, is better than Entmon, because of the whole, it's cheaper to play, it only costs 2 to play. It's the same cost for Digivolution, and it's a natural 3K. Nothing that important, but the occasional mill this provides, who cares? Like, really, just that might become really important later on. Right now, who cares? Just, yeah. So that's the change with that. So I'd still be running 14 rookies. And so we've cut a Piedmon and a Beelzemon, and we already established that one of these cards needs to become a mat. So that still leaves us one room. The card that needs to be run is Medical Rugramon. This thing, when it's attacking, you can Digivolve up to it. It's actually cheaper to Digivolve into. Same cost to just play as Beelzemon or Piedmon. So there's that. Actually has more attacks than Piedmon, and it's whenever it attacks, it brings back a rookie. Um, so yeah, it's just whenever it attacks, bring back a rookie. Draw cards. I mean, because neither of these things have on-play effects. So this thing, yeah, negates the on-play effect. Who cares? These things don't have them. This has an inheritable effect. This has a on destruction effect. Just whenever you attack, bring something back, I'll probably try to run 2 or 3 of these. Probably 3. So we're gonna figure out how to fit 3 of this in. Unfortunately, I only have 1. But we're gonna try to figure out how to fit 3 of this in. So we'll keep an eye on these megas. See if we can find some room. We do have 1 room right there. So that's something. But then we've got our ultimates. This is too many. I was being swarmed by ultimates all game long. Ultimately, what I would do is I would cut this. Run 7. Run 7 ultimates. It's going to be enough. If at most I might run like do something like that or something like that, but probably just like this. Because Pumpkinmon has a much better inherited effect than Wergarurumon, in my opinion at least. And Chimeramon is just more removal, but I won't run more than that. At most, maybe I might bump Chimeramon up to 4, so it's 4 and 4, running 8. So let's say I do that. So 4 and 4. So that way I have ways to digivolve up. I'm not gonna get swarmed because I'm running 2 less ultimates. I was running 10 ultimates, just way too many. That gives us 2 more spots. So that right there, this right here is enough for the 3 Metal Garurumon. So we have currently this with the Black Speed Metal Garurumon. That's a lot of megas. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 megas. But this mega is one that you're gonna want that you're just playing on top. And these are just kind of digivolve up to them and get the value. Raremon is a card that I would most likely cut for a vanilla beater. This thing just isn't good. At least it's not in this deck. Later on, I'm sure this thing becomes amazing. I'm gonna be running 5 options. More often than not, I'm just gonna play this and mill 3 cards. I'm not getting value off of it. I'm paying 5 to do that. If I digivolve it, I'm only getting a 4K. So this might be fine. This number, the 11, but this needs to be probably just a vanilla champion. I was really hoping that purple would have a vanilla champion, and unless I just didn't pull any, they don't. There's a chance they didn't pull any, but they don't, and a lot of their other options are going to be on that same line. Of the same cost, same DP, but I did find a card I think I might like more, and that is Garurumon. The reason being is it promotes evolution. It has an effect that's going to keep going. Um, it's a potential memory gainer. Overall, I feel like this might just be better than Raremon. Um, that being said, there weren't a lot of great options. Raremon might be better because of the ability to potentially gain some card advantage off of it. But overall, most cases you're just milling 3, so it's not that great. You get the same Digivolve cost, so that's one thing where it might be better to do Raramon because of that possibility, but I kind of like Garurumon because of the inheritable effect of being able to gain memory uh, off of deleting your own stuff. And you delete your own stuff all the time in this deck. So this might be um, the card to kind of go with. But, oh, I don't. With this, I don't have room for that second Millennium Mon, do I? So again, that's where it kind of comes up. Where uh, just run the 7, because then I can make this into room for the second Millennium Mon. Only other possible things to do would potentially be cut Lilithmon. Again, I'm only running 5 options, so it's not the best card. It is a card that can do good things, but it's just not the best. This might become a card that you play your tech option, your tech mega for, or yeah, so something like a Puppet Mon or Machine Dramon. I like the idea of Machine Dramon. It might not be the best. Or same thing with like Volcanic Dramon, depending on what I'm expecting. For this event, Volcanic Dramon was a good call, even though I didn't see Rookie Rush. I know there was a bunch of Rookie Rush there because it's the cheapest deck to put together. But this is another card that may get switched out for tech choice. So obviously there's still a lot of work to do with doing this, but I kind of wanted to give a video of showing the process of after you've built a deck and played with the deck, um, some of the thought process that go into this card just doesn't work. You thought this card was a good card. Like I thought Raramon was going to be this amazing card where you play it, you mill a couple cards, and you get an option, and it doesn't work like that. At least not in this deck. It just doesn't work like that. I think this card definitely has a place in the future where you're playing a lot more option cards, um, and you want to fill out the graveyard, but you also want to get to your choice of option cards as fast as possible. Raremon's going to be great in that situation. Right now, Raremon is crap. So, yeah. Until next time, YouTube. Bye.